Fight Magazine. Danny Acosta here with Joe Warren, Bellator featherweight. So you're going to be fighting at featherweight for the first time. You competed at a weird catchweight in Japan at 139. So can you talk about what decision led to you competing at a higher weight class than the 135 class that you'd probably be most comfortable in?
Well, I still am going to compete at the 63 kilos in Japan 3 times this year, so I still have 3 fights there. But what made me decide 45 was that I wanted to get back in the States. I want to fight in front of the American audience. I want to fight in the U.S. And Bellator came to the table, and they offered me to fight 35 or 45. Money was better at 45, so what I plan on doing, winning the belt at 45, and then maybe training for the Olympics down a weight, and maybe winning at 35 too. So open-minded to what just happens, trying to get one workout of the day here and just trying to stay focused.
You entered the sport very abruptly, not a lot of time to prepare, not a lot of time to get ready for Chase Beebe, and you made a big splash when you did. What were some of the challenges jumping into the sport initially? Like, for example, you told me that you never wrapped your hands before.
Yeah, we talked before. I never had my hands wrapped or wore a cup or anything before, like 7 minutes before the fight. Me and Heath are sitting there, and he's like, "No one wrapped your hands?" I'm like, "No." And he's like, "I know how to do it," and he just decided to wrap the hands. But yeah, I mean, the sport of MMA is extremely tough. I give extreme credit to the MMA fighters out there. People, from other sports, they like to try to get in their face a little bit, say I'm a badass, nobody can beat me. Boxers, I'll jump over and win. They don't understand the technique that that's involved in MMA, all the different sports. So the big jump was trying to learn some of the technique. I'm coming from a wrestling background where I know all the technique, and in MMA there's so much that needs to be ingrained into your muscle memory that before those kid and the Chase fights, I just didn't have time. So it was more, I was just training on win a wrestling match, get your hands on them, smash them to the ground, and try to win. And now I'm moving a little better. Uriah and Joseph helped me yesterday a lot on in and out and be able to hit harder shots. I'm way more confident on my feet, and I think that should show in this first Bellator fight.
What about training with Uriah Faber for the Kid Yamamoto fight prepared you for that victory?
Yeah, well, I trained Benavidez and Uriah, all them up there, and they all plan on fighting kids. So they really understood how he fought, positioning, things like that. Really, we didn't work a lot of technique. We just worked on trying to teach me basic technique, where my hands are supposed to go, where my head's supposed to go, how to kick. So it was they helped me a lot. So I can't thank them enough.
You had a lot of shots in that fight from Kid Yamamoto, but you kept coming forward. At any point, did he stun you a little bit?
No, I haven't been stunned yet fighting. I'm used to banging heads wrestling, at the top level wrestlers. I mean, it's almost like a fist fight anyway. So right now I'm trying to learn on not getting hit with those shots. Those were the first 2 fights I didn't know how to block a kick or move my head very well. Now I'm just focused on trying to stay away from the shots and be real explosive and get to his body as fast as I can. But the punches have not fazed me yet. Hopefully they will never. So we'll see. I'm keeping my chin down and working my neck. So hopefully never a knockout.
Being that you were, very new to the sport, did you understand the caliber of fighter that Kid Yamamoto was before you picked up that win?
Well, I heard of Kid Yamamoto, but I didn't understand what a great fighter he was. Still till today, going in training with all the great guys I do train with, Jorgensen, Uriah, all those guys, everyone hits real hard. But he hit real hard, and he was able to refocus. You could tell he's been in a lot of wars, and he knew how to have to pull out a win. Because I put it on him pretty hard for the first period, and then he turned around that second period and came like a bat out of hell after me. And he kicked me with everything he had, punched me with everything he had. And I think it was just a great war. I mean, those are what I think all of us fighters and fans are looking for. 2 guys that are not going to lose and going after each other. And so I didn't understand how good of a technician he was until now, till like the last few weeks when I'm actually learning how to do this and how hard it is, how much time it takes, muscle memory, and I almost feel, and I say that about wrestling. It's hard to learn how to wrestle unless you're going out there and competing in wrestling. So that's how I kind of feel in MMA. It's hard for me to learn how to fight in MMA unless I'm out there. So I'm hopefully, when I get the kind of wins that Kid has, hopefully my hands and my technique is at the same level.